Hi, Fatima.
Hello.
Are you able to hear
Hello.
me?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Can you come on camera?
Uh, just a second.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can start to demonstrate your case study. You can share
Okay.
your screen and go ahead with it.
Okay. First, I will explain my architecture of application.
I don't see
So
your screen. I am
yeah,
seeing only Google Meet screen.
can
Now,
you
yeah,
see now?
yes, I can see.
Okay. So okay. So this is the basic architecture of my
So, can you
application.
do one thing
What
first?
I have done.
Yeah. So first, open the requirement and the instructions which was given, and based on the instruction, one by one, you go. First, give me overview of your understanding of the requirement, and then point by point you can.
Okay. Okay. Uh, this was the requirement or of our case study. So we were told that we have to design the application based on the positions we are applying for. I'm applying as a DevOps engineer, so I had to the main focus of my mine was on how my architecture is being created and the CI/CD pipeline basically and the logs. And
So
so
yeah, you can first point is elaborate your understanding of the requirement and list down the queries and suggestions if you have. So demonstrate me about the requirement. What is your understanding?
okay, so according to my understanding, we had to create an application where the course ID and course name and price of that course was being present to a user so that the user can purchase the course from that website. So we had to create a website where the courses were listed. In that website we also had to add an add to cart button from where user can add the courses into their carts and then purchase it, and when they are being proceeded further, the GST and other taxes and how many courses they purchased, they were being shown on users tax invoice or the billing slip. That was my understanding of this whole application.
Okay, okay. And
Okay.
from a DevOps point of view, what exactly you have to do here? What would be your role?
Okay. From DevOps point of view, my role was there can be a lot of things uh, like the database, how many users purchase the course, um, adding this whole thing to database. This can include in my DevOps role, and creating that
But users
any
will be a
changes.
part of the application, not a DevOps tool. Adding
No,
user
like the
will be a.
CI/CD pipelining basically.
Hmm.
Through that, the changes which occurred
So
in
how
our
many
application.
applications will be there in this? What all you have to deploy?
Sorry.
What are the different applications or components or services you have to deploy in your cloud?
So for that, I have created this architecture to demonstrate the services which I have used to create the application. So should I explain this architecture?
Yes.
Okay. So is it visible to you? Okay. So firstly, I created a basic application. I will show it to you later after I explain this architecture. So firstly, I have created an application using the AWS Amplify, which provides a blueprint for like HTML, CSS, JavaScript of your application, and from there you can. I have also like added you can say security for user to log in, log out. A user can log in or log out, for which I have used Amazon Cognito. After that, I have added API gateway to like REST API, through which the user can like send a request to our database. Requests like the get data or like yeah, basically user will send the request of get data, and from point of view of an admin, an admin can delete the data or alter the records or add a new data. This is what our REST API will be doing here. And all of this will be happening using the Lambda function. Like our RESTful API will be accessing our Dynamo database through Lambda service, which acts as a bridge between our DynamoDB and API gateway. And in DynamoDB, whatever the records we have in our specific table will be presented to the user when they log into our application. And Yapli, I have like added payment gateway where user can like purchase the course or make payments through this payment gateway. And the GitHub I have used here acts as our repository. So the logic I have given here is whenever there is any change in our GitHub repository, it will trigger our CI/CD pipeline of AWS Amplify, and whatever the changes will be, they will be deployed to our AWS Amplify, which will be hosting our application as well, our backend or front end, both.
Okay.
So yeah, so this was the like architecture. Should I
Give me 1 minute.
okay?
Yeah. So can you tell me, let's say in the UI, you are going to use the endpoints, right? To integrate with the
Yes,
backend system. So that endpoints will
yes,
have user ID and password.
yes.
Where you will store those user ID and password?
Okay, for that I have used AWS. Sorry, the service of AWS Amazon Cognito, which provides us a secure you can say it is a resource which automatically stores users email and password, uh, and also provides authentication when user first time logs in or make a new account.
So let's say when you are deploying the API, okay, and after deployment, it needs to do a health check for the API, and it needs to send the request. Okay, so at that time, how you will pick up the user ID and password and make the API call?
Sir, like for API calling, I have used Postman to like demonstrate how we will like fetch data from our database. And like I have told you that whenever user like logs into our application, the only functionality the user has, like the end user has, is to fetch data from DynamoDB. And for this whole thing, what I have done is use the endpoint of our API gateway into our like Lambda function code, which will automatically then like receive the data from DynamoDB and like display the whole data onto the user interface which I have created.
Okay, okay. So the
Should I show you?
infrastructure, yeah, I'll come to that. I'll come. So the
Okay.
infrastructure of these services, whatever is there, how you will create them?
How? Sorry.
how you will create this infrastructure where you will have Amplify, your Amazon API Gateway, Lambda, DynamoDB. So each one of them, all those creation of the instances, its sizing, its setup, shutdown mechanisms, and all whatever DevOps activities are required. How you are going to do that?
Okay, so this whole infrastructure I have created from my CLI. Like AWS Amplify provides you this like a feature where you can from CLI you can add this Amazon Cognito authentication as well, and you can also add API gateway for your specific Lambda function as well, and you can also create storage from your CLI and like add a DynamoDB table. And the best part is whenever you want to destroy your application, you can like simply just write a command on your CLI. Let's say AWS command is for amplify. The command is amplify delete. So your whole architecture from your cloud will be deleted.
But I mean that for that you have to run the command manually.
Yes.
You have to type the command. But if I want to automate this process, then how you will do it?
Automate the process of deletion
Yeah, I mean I will write a
or
single script which will do all the
hmm,
operations of creating the infrastructure together. And if I want to shut down the entire infrastructure, I just need to run one script.
sir, I haven't written the script. I have like used the command of just use the command on CLI of your like authenticated repository or project.
No, I mean it's fine because the time period was less, so you cannot.
Yeah. Yes.
That is fine.
Yeah.
I'm asking how you will do it. Let's say that is the requirement, and you have to do.
Okay. So for that we can like I had another option which was using through Terraform. I could have done that as well to like create the whole architecture of our this application, and then use that architecture from like our CLI. So from Terraform, if I created this architecture from Terraform, uh, you also know that on Terraform we write the script and we run those scripts. And when we are done with them, we can destroy the services as well. So I could have used Terraform for that.
Have you worked on Terraform? Have you explored?
Yeah, yes, I have like create. I haven't created any professional, you can say projects, but I have hands-on experience on Terraform. I created Elastic Beanstalk a few months ago, and I created IAM roles as well on Terraform.
In Terraform, what is module?
Sorry,
In Terraform, what is module?
um, Terraform module. Um, I'm not.
So let's say,
I'm not sure.
yeah, that's fine. So you have the Terraform script which you have to run. Now, before you run the Terraform script, you have to connect to that AWS account, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yes,
for that Terraform needs to pick up the user ID and password from the
yes,
particular
yeah,
file.
yeah. You provide the SSH keys for that thing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So what is the mechanism? Yeah, how you just connect to the server directly, right? Through some.
yeah. Sorry, yeah, sorry. Sorry, I made a mistake here. The you like it requires a public key and a private key of your AWS account or the IAM user you are creating. So first you have to configure on, like what I had done was configure the AWS user ID, sorry, use these keys on my CLI, where they ask me for my public key and private key. Like you write AWS configure, and then they ask you like your public key, private key, or where what region you want to use, and then they use those private key and public key for like creation of your services resources.
Is it public key, private key for creating the infrastructure? So if
Not
you are creating,
necessarily. You can like create any resource you want, but obviously you want to be logged into your AWS account. So for logging into logging into your AWS account from CLI, you need a public key and private key, so that you can create the resources in your specific account you provided of the public key and
so
private key.
let's say I have to deploy the web application not in AWS Amplify, but in other
Okay.
ways of doing.
Yeah.
I don't want
Yes.
AWS Amplify because I want the 100% control of it. So what are the other
Yes.
options to deploy in?
Okay, for that I had also submitted another project. I will show you its architecture just a moment. Okay, so this is another project I submitted. I haven't make any application or user face on this, but I just submitted it to show how the pipelining, another option of our pipelining. In this project, we had a more control over our backend of the application. Yeah, on Amplify we it was the Amplify application, you can like call it a serverless application, because you don't create your backend here manually. Amplify do it for you. But if let's say you want a more control over your application, what you can do is first I like created a GitHub repository, and then I use these services like code build and code pipeline and elastic beanstalk. So code build, what it does, it do, it gets your GitHub repository, and like it's like a source of with the your code, and then elastic beanstalk host your application, and code pipeline, what does it do is like build, deploy, and another source. Like basically it connects all of your like source or and where your application is being hosted, and where you're like create the build file of your application.
Yeah, that's fine. But it
And
is this diagram says about your deployment, how you are doing using the code build and code pipeline, and you have manual that deploy finally. But I'm asking, what is the underlying infrastructure where you will be deploying it? In case of Amplify, it has its inbuilt mechanism to accept your application and deploy it. But in this case, what is the underlying infrastructure which you have to create?
so infrastructure we created was by using these services. Like code build will get your code from.
Where you will deploy the web application?
We deploy the web application on Elastic Beanstalk. Like Elastic Beanstalk act as a hosting platform for your application.
So that is again, which is inbuilt. But I am trying to ask you, if I have to do it using EC2 or Kubernetes cluster, then how I will do it? If I have to deploy it in EC2 instance or Kubernetes
Yeah.
cluster, even if it is in EC2, how you will, attach load balancers and all to that?
No, sir, I haven't created any application using those services, so I don't have much of idea. Yeah. But if like Docker has its own uh, repository, you can say, where it stores your images, and then like you can deploy those onto Kubernetes. I have like less idea of Docker and Kubernetes, because I haven't created any like application, like a proper application using those services. But I can like create them if I had any like guideline or something.
So AWS Lambda is there, okay, and
Yeah.
how do you capture the logs here?
Like for logs, you can. I had like allowed the cloud formation for the logs.
Yeah, where do you check the log, and how do you instruct that AWS Lambda or API gateway or the application log should go to certain location?
Uh, I haven't, sir, and I have just used like AWS service for the logs. I haven't any like created or like any command for it to be going to another or any specific log recording application.
And
Yes.
what about scalability? How you will scale the system? What are the different types of scalability?
Um, Scalability. No, sir, I don't have idea about that. It's just like it works on real time, so it scales on. Right now, this application is on a lesser level, so it scales according to how many users are logging into your application.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead with other things which you want to show me, other part of this
Okay.
process.
So I will like show you the application now. Um, okay. Okay, so this is the my like amplify application which I created, and it is being hosted as well. This is the link to the application. So firstly, you have to like sign in or create an account for this application. Uh, Sign in. Okay, so this is my email. I just deleted it. This user does not exist right now. So firstly, I will create an account with the same email, and let's see. Okay, I will create an account. It will send me like a code onto my email address. My email address is okay. I've used this email.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is the code. I received this code. This is my code. I will enter it into the. Okay, I think I have to manually insert it. 251026. Okay. So this is like I created a sample interface of my application where the user course ID are displayed here, and these are the titles and these are the price, and this is the like an icon or other point I created for adding it to your cart, but I haven't done the functionality of like purchasing the course here right now. Okay. So first, I will show you. Should I show you how data is inserted from Postman to our DynamoDB in real time?
No, that is fine because that is
Okay.
application.
Yeah. Okay. So the you can see that these are the like listing here, and this is my DynamoDB table from where our data is like
So, do you know how
being.
to create the Lambda function, how to create the API gateway, how to configure the APIs?
Yes, sir. I created all of these with my code, my like CLI of my application.
Can you log
Like
in
this.
and show me, walk me through your API gateway configuration?
Sorry.
Can you walk me through your API gateway configuration in AWS?
Okay. This is my API for this project, and in this API, I kept it like simple here for right now. I This is the resource which I created with a slash courses. So if in my application I use the slash courses pathway which displays all of these applications, their prices and their ID. Yeah, and for delete,
Tell me where the
uh,
Lambda function is integrated,
sorry.
where Lambda function is integrated with the API.
No, okay. This is my like application code, and I will let go through it. This is my Amplify project, and inside the backend, this is my API, which I just showed you, and this is the function. This is my Lambda function, which is also on AWS console,
No,
and
I'm saying
yeah.
in the API gateway, can you show me the configuration where it shows how it is configured with the Lambda function?
Okay. Uh,
Have you done it manually also in UI or not?
No, no, sir. I kept it to like from CLI, the whole thing. Yeah, I did it from CLI, but yeah, like you can, I can show it to you from here. Like this is the method request and so much, but yeah, from integration, like for integration section, here is what show the lambdas integration. The type of is obviously lambda, and region, this is my current region, and this is my lambda function. Okay. um Now this is
Whatever
the
you have
lambda.
created, all this. So, have you created the VPC subnet and IP ranges?
uh for this I use the which were created earlier.
Yeah. So, can you tell me more about the VPC and subnet? What?
Hello.
Yeah. Can you tell me more about VPC and subnet? What you would require for this application? How you will design your VPC and subnet?
So virtual private cloud. I had like two options, either to create it from like front console or from like backend for infrastructure as a code application like a Terraform. From there, I can do it as well. Virtual cloud is basically um, like a private cloud for your application or your infrastructure.
So how would the VPC and subnet look like for this application? How many VPCs, how many subnets you might create?
I don't have much idea about VPC and subnet because I just used the default ones.
And any idea about service mesh?
About what?
Service mesh.
Service mesh?
Yes.
No, sir.
No idea. So let's say here you are showing the Lambda function, but I don't want to use Lambda function. I have a Spring Boot microservice in the backend. So how you will deploy the Spring Boot microservice?
Um, we can use what do you say, endpoints of that service and
Okay.
attach it
So
to
to
our
get the
API
endpoint of the
gateway.
service, you have to deploy that microservice, right? Let's say you have a Spring Boot, Java Spring Boot microservice, Java application. Okay. Now you have to deploy that Java application. So how you will deploy that Java application, and to deploy the Java application, what infrastructure you will create?
I think for that Java application where you have more access to your backend, we can use other services of like we can use these services. We can like push our code to GitHub and then use code build to create build file of those application, and uh, then from pipelining, whenever a change is detected, the latest application is pushed to our elastic beanstalk, and from there we can like get the URL of our
Let's forget it.
application.
Leave that. I don't want to use Elastic Beanstalk. I don't want to use Lambda function. So what are the other alternatives you have? So normally Elastic Beanstalk nowadays nobody uses. It is okay to learn and temporarily
Mm.
applications like that. Like in Java also you have beans and all, right, and Java beans tools and other things that we don't use like that. But other than this, how do you deploy?
Uh,
Same way, let's say the application you deployed in Amplify web application, and I told that I don't
yes.
want Amplify. I have to deploy separately in either EC2 or Kubernetes cluster. The same way, how do you deploy your microservice? So this is a very basic
Um,
requirement, right?
like
Most of the
if
organizations needs this.
for I think we can use EC2 instance to deploy the whole application. Uh,
Okay, right.
I'm not sure much about
I
it.
just gave you a hint, but is that a good approach?
Sorry.
Is it a good approach to deploy your microservice in EC2?
Like you you may use like EC2 as a operating system for your
EC2 as
application
operating system.
hosting. Uh, Sorry, I don't have much idea
That's
about
fine.
that. Sorry.
That's fine. Any idea about router 53? Route 50.
Router 53. Route 53. No, sir.
What else you have done? You have taken any training on DevOps or you learned this yourself?
I learned all of these myself. Like when I was in university, I was doing my final year project. For that, I also used a lot of AWS services, and along with that, I was learning about DevOps and the tools which are mainly used in DevOps. Uh,
And when did you
I
complete your
yeah,
graduation?
like recently, you can say in January. I'm waiting for my degree, which will be available in like 3 months.
Yeah, I think you have uh, started with a good note and you have learned few things in AWS. That is a good sign. Okay. But I think for job position, you have to learn little more. Couple of
Okay.
services with some more practices and end-to-end application development. So when any application comes, right? So yesterday you attended the session.
Sorry.
Yesterday night 8 p.m. Did you attended the session?
No, sir. I didn't know that we will have a session of um, like at night PM. I thought that
Not
the
following
one
the
session we
messages in
had.
the WhatsApp group.
Sorry.
You are not following
Yeah, yes, I am in WhatsApp group, but like we had another session like a day before yesterday, so I thought that was the last session, and then we will be provided some case study for which we have to work on for our internship. So and then
that meeting. I said that your activities will be communicated in WhatsApp group, and also we'll be meeting at 8 p.m. daily for next few days. Okay, and
okay.
in that meeting we will talk about the assignment, and I will give you the next activities for the next day.
Yes, sir. I had a prior engagement, so and I didn't had idea about that if we will be having another session today or not.
That's
I thought that the other session was the last one, and then we will be provided some case study on which we have to work following the YouTube channel.
that's fine. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, though that yesterday's record also is available on YouTube, you can have a look.
Yes. I will like follow those for like the case study.
So this case study itself, you will be doing as a part of the internship. If you are interested, so you can do that, and there will be shortlisting process for 1 week. If you are able to clear that out, then you'll become offer letter for the internship, and this internship or training will be given free of cost for 6 months.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so if you qualify for that, then you can continue with it.
Okay, so I
For
should
job
like
position, uh,
sorry.
yeah, go ahead. Keep telling something.
I was saying that so I should follow the like the video you uploaded and provided the link for internship.
Yeah. All the instructions are given there in that video.
Okay.
Watch both the videos, first day and tomorrow's video. You have all the instructions what you have to do.
Yeah, I just missed the yesterday's video, and yeah.
Have you created your Jira account also?
No, I was about to go for that, but then this meeting occurred, so I was planning on doing it after this meeting.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, see, this discussion was for eligibility check for your job. Okay. So
Yeah.
you agree with me? There are several other things which you need to explore and learn,
Yes, sir.
right? And that we will be giving you training practically, not just
Yeah.
through YouTube video or the theoretical lecture. So that
Yeah.
YouTube video is just for a reference, quick reference. and whatever guidances will be provided in 1 hour meeting, that you have to follow through, and then you most of the activities you have to do yourself,
Okay.
right? So if you are able to
Yeah.
them, and constantly based on your performance will be guiding you and mentoring you what all different things you need to learn and practice. And if you are able to do it continuously for 6 months, then definitely you can
Mm.
secure a very good job in NSS. And we will also
Okay.
have job positions. So by the time you come out, if we have position, then you can work for our company as well.
Okay.
Okay. So any question, anything else you want to know from me?
So this training process is for like 6 months, or we can like complete it early as well.
You are able to complete
Okay.
in 3 months for a lot of things, then that is also good. And in case if you get an offer letter from any other company outside as well, then at that time also we will issue experience certificate of all,
Okay.
and you can walk away with the experience certificate. If you are able to, if you are getting a job with our reference for and whatever you learn, then we issue the certificate.
Okay. Okay.
So once you become eligible for the internship, you will get an offer letter, which you can use when you are going for interviews, that you are working as an intern in this company, and as soon as you get a job, you can issue experience certificate.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, that's it from my side. Okay, wait. Yeah, I had to ask that case study for internship selection process. Like, where the
So it
document
is not a
was
case study.
provided?
You will basically work on the same case study. So what you are trying to
Oh,
do
okay.
now, yeah. So watch the video of yesterday's session.
Okay.
Thoroughly, you need to do a
Okay.
conversation, and if you have any question, then you message me. I will help.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
Okay. All right. All the best, man.
Okay. Thank you.